Hello and welcome to Roll Initiative. My name is Dave. As you can see, we're having some technical difficulties tonight. The camera down thing. But we do want to welcome you to Roll Initiative. Again, my name is Dave. I'm a DM for a group of friends to get together, play Dungeons and Dragons. Now, before we start, a couple announcements. First of all, I want to send a thank you to Matthew Pablo for the music that we're using now during the game, and you can find out his information in the description page of the video. Number two, we're going to do our first giveaway. How it's going to work is the first subscriber that signs up for our email list, you can go to rollinitiativenow@gmail.com to sign up and leave a comment about the video. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin.
Hey, Snorty.
Okay.
As long as we can all travel around together.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes. Okay, so before we get into the game, we'll do a little recap, kind of go over what happened last week. A lot of eventful things, actually. Finishing off the travel to Chult, you guys were hit by a very strong storm, followed by a apparition. This woman who actually had pieces of boat attached to her. You guys defeated her, made it through the storm, and found your way to Chult, into the port Nyaranzu. Very colorful place. You notice right off the bat the dialect, using a lot of clicks and almost spoken melodies. As you made your way through this town, you did happen to find a tavern, as you always do, and found that the bartender there did speak common. Asking him and looking for information on Wakanga, you did find out that he lived at the far south end of town in a very bright yellow home. You also, Rowan, got to experience the island herb, we'd say. Some eat it, some smoke it. You chose to eat it. Enjoying the effects of it, you immediately ate another one, which basically almost put you in a comatose-like state where you were drugged back to the boat. Where Rufus then also tried some of this and spent a good part of the afternoon fishing while you were sleeping. Kari and Oriana made their way into town to head towards Wakanga's place, where they came upon this large hole that separated the town. A bridge that went across was pulled back and up, where you witnessed people riding these very large reptile-like creatures. One very short type arms, another one horns on its head, 3 of them, and then a very smaller, more agile creature. This upsetting you and wanting to stop the race, you did by basically covering it in ice, causing these creatures to fall under riders and, cause a little disruption where you were then arrested by the Lords of Alliance Guard that are placed on Chult. Taken to their jail, refusing to give your name, you were smacked around a bit. Hearing of this, and Rowan, you watching this happen, all of you, Leah, you wanted to bring a calmness to what was happening. These creatures were basically going wild down there. Where you chose to speak to the more smaller of these reptiles and did convince it to settle the other dinosaurs back. You also found a connection with it. It seemed to understand you more than what you think it could. There definitely was some kind of connection at that moment. Freeing Kari from the jail, the old guard that you met, the head of the LOA, gave his apologies for your treatment, knew what you were there for, but also warned you. Do what you have to do, but if you get in the way of the LOA, you will be treated accordingly. You guys made it to Wakanga's, this bright yellow home, to where a man answered a door, dreads, head wrap, very fine silks. Once he heard that you knew Heiza and Heiza had sent you there, he gave you information. The man of the short stature that showed up roughly 2.5 months earlier, boasting about a book he had that was going to get him to Amu. He hired the rest of the guides in town and headed out. Not long after that, within the last week or two, the sickness began. Wakanga believes that this connection is that this man brought Azarak back, and Azarak created the Soul Lung. Advising you that no one really truly knows where Amu is, he told you of 3 sisters that stay in Kir Sabal. He warned you that they're devious, powerful, but if anybody will be able to do this, it'll be them to guide you to Amu. You all took part in the herb, where Lee had a vision of these 3 women, very white, scraggly hair. One had no mouth, one had no eyes, one had no ears. Feeling right away, these are probably the sisters that you're going to see. You rested, and it is now morning. We'll pick up from there. You guys, by the way, it's a small home, so you're all kind of just sleeping on the floor in different areas. There really wasn't separate rooms for this. You kind of just camped out in the living room of this small home. So you awake, the sun piercing through the front window of this home. You see Wakanga preparing fruit, cooking these vegetables as he greets you all. So before you go, you're going to have some breakfast with me, I hope.
Fruits and vegetables for breakfast?
Yeah, I think nice. Yeah, thank you. That'd be very nice of you.
Much appreciated, definitely.
So he goes.
Just kidding, no.
He goes and brings out plates, and kind of for years he kind of just sits on a table and just kind of lets you do your thing with it. So he uses a slightly smaller plate, but he's a little confused by the whole how you're going to have this happen. But he sits at the table, eats. So you'll be heading off soon, I take it.
Yeah, we've got a long journey ahead of us.
Just remember, try to be out of the jungle by dark. You will find a clearing at the end of it. That will be the path that will lead you into Port Cascalaire. You will find it there. Beware of the insects. And beware of the monkeys. It is said they can drive people mad.
Insects and monkeys.
Yes, and I would definitely take as much fresh water as you can.
Oh,
I don't know if I'd actually advise drinking
Okay.
that water.
We also have the alchemy jug too, where we could
Yes, we can make a
We'll
giant
get fresh water.
That's
basically.
true.
thing.
Well, we shall heed your warnings.
Yes. Yes, I wish you luck. And again, beware of the sisters. They will help, but they're a crafty bunch.
Thank you.
You can just continue to eat, and if you guys want to take off, what do you want to do?
So we set out. It's better to get there before dark.
Yep.
Make haste.
So you guys exit the home. Immediately, the humidity and the dampness in the air, it's just like, it's just warm. Even this early in the morning, it's still warm. You also notice that the sun, every once in a while, is disappearing behind these heavy clouds. Throughout as you exit town, a light rain begins to fall. You guys see as you get close to the exit of town, there's a large wall. Two LA guards that are standing at this gate. Kind of look you up and down. So you're heading into the jungle, eh? Expedition? Curiosity?
Gotta get to the other side.
And then he kind of looks over at the other guard, and the guard kind of sneers at him. Well, the dead await.
They do.
They did kind of just slide the gate open. As you look into it, you can see a narrow path that winds ahead of you, kind of slopes down and turns as these very large leafed trees kind of just hang down at times. You see yellowish like plants that seem to wrap around the trunks of some of these trees, almost seem to be living. Once in a while you almost see this kind of moves a little bit more and wraps. As you guys walk through, the gate closes behind you. You're going to start heading straight?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna follow the path that's been created,
Where
and
else to go?
Ooh.
One moment. There's a
Right
thing.
here somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
There's
we're
a
trying to
thing,
get
there's a
to
thing.
right there.
Oh, what? There's that, I think.
Why wouldn't it get on our
Hold
boat
on.
and take it all the way around?
Okay. Locate
A boat
object.
out of Port Cascalar. There's a small river that goes down. It's very hard to see on it because there's also a large crevice type canyon
not-
that
Do
runs
you know what
along
the
with it.
distance is on
That's the
locate
part
object? I
right
know you had to use it before.
It's
1,000 feet. 1,000 feet?
Right. But
Oh, we
need
are
a
so
boat
far
that we
from that.
Took in here. Why don't we just take this boat all the way around?
Oh, we're not going to spend that right now.
That way. Why would we go?
Okay.
It's the story didn't take.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing that way.
Okay, fine.
Also, we're headed towards Kir Sabal.
Yeah.
All
On the
right.
side of
Well, first you're going to Port Cascalar.
Oh, port. Yeah. Are we? We're not going to sail around.
You could if you wanted to. You guys could head back and do that if you wanted to, wouldn't?
Or
I feel
we're.
like that would be the safest way.
It's half the distance if we walk it.
I say we just try to get there quick before it's
Okay,
dark.
before it's
Yeah.
dark. All right,
All right.
let's just do it.
Let's just go. Let's just hope it.
We've already gone through the gate. Might as well
Yeah.
just
Okay.
go right on down the path.
So again, you guys push forward. Walking at a pretty good pace for the first 4 to 6 hours. You notice that the rain starts to come down heavier as these large trees at times they block out the sun, as if it swallows the sun up, and it feels more like dusk than it does middle of the afternoon. You notice small creatures, birds of many different colors, fly through as you guys push through, crossing small streams at times. You move forward, and I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Quick question too. So we're heading into the jungle. It is daylight, I
Yes.
assume, but it's
At times-
darker in the jungle because it's covered.
At
right?
times the
There's
trees,
foliage.
and at times it opens up and the sun is there, and at other times again you get these real heavy areas where these trees
I think it'll be wise to maybe light a torch or two. Then.
block it out.
What are we rolling for?
Constitution.
Damn it!
You wish
Saving?
to use the big dice.
Mm-hmm. Saving.
Natural
Saving.
1.
Oh, fuck.
Save
You know, she's
it.
taking my luck with this.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna
you
do,
should
boy?
have.
Unless you have the thingy here.
14.
Yeah, yeah.
14?
Okay.
Lovely.
So why do you get the? Oh, because
So
you're.
I have the thing with it. Where's my
Yeah,
Constitution?
and I get
Okay.
an extra dice with it too.
7.
Okay.
18.
Okay. And Oriana, what'd you say you got?
Natural 1.
Okay. So, everybody, Bakari and Leah, are at level 1 exhaustion.
What?
You're starting to feel your...
Really? I gotta
We're
be-
no, we're okay.
You two
Oh,
are
okay.
okay.
We're okay. Okay, everybody but us. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys...
I feel the sweat drip down my back.
Yeah, you're feeling it a little more. Even you're flying, you're
Feels
just
it.
feeling fatigued. There's parts of you that just wants to sit down and rest for a moment, to where legs are starting to cramp up. As you're moving along, you guys want to keep pushing?
Maybe we should stop and just
How
have
far?
some-
How far are we from
some
port?
water.
You guys are about 8 hours into travel at this point.
Okay.
You still got about another 6 to 7 hours.
Well, since I was
Mhm.
flying and now I'm exhausted, I'll just sit
On
on
my
his
shoulder.
shoulder.
Okay, so you guys keep pushing along.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you notice now as you're getting deeper into this jungle, you see these large hills, not mountains, but lands that's building up, covered in moss. You see small chimpanzees that are sitting, is kind of just staring at you as you walk by them. Some of them you can see perched in the trees around you, kind of just watching you.
Got a question for you.
Mhm.
If we were to fly, how long would the flight be?
Well, you could potentially, you're gonna have to fly over and above the area.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna move double your speed. You could probably cut it down to about 5 hours.
Okay.
You cut that down. How long does?
Was it allowed to fly for?
I believe it goes away after so
Mhm.
long. Yeah.
Instead of
Oh, okay. The giant owl, for up to 8 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used until again until 2 days have passed.
Okay.
So we can fly there and get there
Jump on the back of the owl.
in no time.
we
Or
still have so much further to go after we get to the port.
you'd
So we
rather
have to
just
head
hold
down to
it.
Kir Sabal. Let's hang on to it in case we need to make a hasty retreat.
Okay. All right. Let's just keep
I think
pressing
we're doing
forward then.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
do we have some
Um,
like water and a rest for 10 minutes?
Yeah, we'll
Mhm.
be passing the. Yeah, let's take
10
a little
minutes.
rest.
Yeah. Water and
Yeah.
10-minute
You
break.
want to call it a short rest? That'd be about 4 hours. But you would.
I don't know if I
No.
want to call it that.
Not even that. Just
No,
like
just,
like 10-15 minutes
Okay.
to just gather
A quick
ourselves.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys
I'll stand guard.
kind of sit for a moment or
I'll
whatever
stay
you're
guard
doing,
the other way.
you notice these monkeys. Like laugh. They're looking at you, and they all start doing it together, really loud, so loud that it starts to just like it's echoing into this jungle, laughing as they start coming down the trees a little bit. all at
Well,
once.
I've got a torch lit at this point.
Alright.
And I'm kind of just like
And I'll do
waving it
produce
at them.
flame.
Like,
Okay. And you see they kind of look at you and they get this crazy laugh again.
watch it, monkeys.
I said
Crazy
we
laugh.
Start heading down
And I'll
again.
point at
It's time to
one.
get a move on.
Point at them and go, "You think you're funny, monkeys?"
The laughing becomes so insane. I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Stop.
2.
What'd you say?
Wisdom saving throw.
The big one wasn't even.
Six.
Oh.
Wasn't any better.
No.
15.
Oh, hey. Sorry.
8.
Natural 20.
And 21.
Oh, you
Well,
two.
good for you two.
You two.
Yeah.
I talked to my dice actually before we started. That's
So-
Yeah. It is a thing.
Oriana, as you're kind of trying to punk these monkeys out a little bit, you suddenly become terrified of them.
Great.
Oh, shit.
You almost kind of lose even where you're at for a moment. The laughter gets so in your head. You guys all watch as Oriana kind of is like flying back and forth real quick and paranoid, and you're looking at them for a moment. You don't even recognize them.
Oh, great. Cool.
Ron, you kind of look at everybody around you. You have no idea who they are. All you have is this laughter in your head that's just won't stop, and you feel like you're looking at them now, and you see him. Rufus is laughing at you the same way.
Oh,
Leah is laughing at you.
how did I get here?
You see Oriana too, laughing hysterically. Kari, everybody at this moment, they feel like they're right on
You
you,
laughing at
just
me?
laughing.
I'm gonna.
Who are you laughing at me?
You feel a need to run away from them.
No.
So you watch as Ron begins to back, and he runs away. Not back where he came
Not
from,
the way we.
but
No.
towards south. He's trying to look through, it's holding his ears, and he's
And-
screaming, "Stop laughing at me, stop!"
In
And just
front of him, I'll cast Entangle to stop him.
okay.
In front of Rowan.
Okay, so you create like a wall, or are you going to tangle
It's
him? or are you
grasping weeds and vines sprout in the ground in a 20-foot square. Really just kind of right in front of him. I just want to stop him.
Okay,
I don't
so
want to hurt him.
you get up to that, and you see this growing around you. Makes you feel more insane as you take out your knife and start chopping at it.
Oh, shit.
So
All
you
right.
just start.
I'm gonna start pulling out some rope and start making a lasso.
Yeah.
And he's just
Corral
chopping
this-
away. And as he's chopping, you see more of
All
it growing
time.
at you, and you hear the laughter. And you look behind you, and you see all of them just laughing at you and pointing.
Yeah, now I'm doing this.
He's got to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay, give me a strength.
Yeah. You gotta beat a 15.
I can do it.
Alrighty.
Ha
I think you did.
I did. So 18.
Oh fuck. Alright.
Okay, so you're
So
breaking
he's
out
not
of that.
restrained.
All right. I got a couple of different
Oh, is that not
ideas,
supposed
but
No. That's
I want to
alright.
cast Blade Ward. You extend your hand and trace a sigil of warding in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Until the end of your next turn, you have the resistance against piercing, slashing. But I would think that it would protect us, right? Like a sigil of...
No, it's just going to protect you. That's kind of on you. Where if I was to hit you with something, you wouldn't take the extra damage.
Okay.
That's why it's reading. It's not. It's
If
not
I
real.
were to hit her with something.
The Blade Ward one?
Yeah. Well, what about...
Oh, and by the way, when you watched Kari cast this to Rowan,
distract the
these
monkeys
vines
and
grabbing him as she
Oh,
was
big
go
doing
off
this,
on something else.
I need you to.
What would
Let me see your spells.
What would,
Oh shit.
Like some big cat or something.
Okay, yeah.
That we're chasing out.
I got
Or like a
another.
bigger one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah. You're gonna.
All right.
You're gonna kick my ass.
Okay, I need you to. I need you to
What'd
do
you do?
shocking grasp to come.
Oh god. Shocking grasp.
As Oriana was watching her do this to Rowan, Oriana felt this need. No, no, not happening.
Against that?
No, I have to roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And then
know what you-
Attacking each other now.
I want to try to cast minor
is
illusion
24.
of a giant,
Fuck,
like
Actually.
That hits
Give
me.
her the damage.
of
Okay,
a
you want
giant, like panther,
Okay.
to come at them, and so they're distracted and
Okay.
dispersed.
Okay.
Lightning.
Oh god. Roll low.
Roll
Only time I'll ever say that.
6 and 4.
10.
10.
All right.
So you see as Oriana just zaps the hell out of Kari right now.
Yeah.
With
What the
defensive round.
fuck?
Oh,
man?
actually, no. Actually, it's +5 too, because actually it's.
So you create
had
this
to
panther.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So
Had
it
to do
appears,
How to be fair.
No, I know.
and
It's gotta be realistic.
Oh,
Alright.
do I mark that off since I
Yep.
cast
You gotta use it.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
distract the monkeys to
you
leave.
watch as the monkeys see they all start.
Shocking grass.
They start retreating.
Oh, that's a
Um,
cantrip. I don't have to do that.
The laughter stops, and then you just really feel all quiet as they all kind of get back on their perches in the trees, climb back up, just kind of sway back and forth, and just look,
I don't think I do.
just kind of look. You,
So what's the deal with them now, since the
He's
monkeys
about
are
to
no
tell us.
longer laughing?
you guys are in a bout of temporary insanity.
Oh shit.
Well, then if he's still hacking at the
He broke free.
entanglement,
He broke free, and
he's trying to go through it, right?
yep, and you
Cut
feel
all the
this
way through
need to run, and you look back at them, and they're all still just laughing at you. Now you're starting to get angry, like you're like, really?
But they're not laughing anymore.
You guys, he
You
sees
guys
you guys
feel-
in his
They're
mind.
insanity.
laughing.
Oh.
We
He's-
think that you guys
yeah,
are laughing.
they've gone
but you're
insane.
not.
So Ron, you turn around, you face them, and you're like, and they're just laughing, and they're taunting you, taunting. You actually see Rufus kind of take his gun, kind of like pointing at you.
Oh no.
Son of a gun.
But in reality, I'm about
Lost
to
your
laugh.
11 mind.
What do you want to do, Ron? You're feeling threatened.
Can I try to throw some poison at him? Shoot a poison dart?
Yeah,
Shoot a poison dart at him.
give it an attack roll.
What's the last thing I did? That could help us.
So as you're seeing this, Rufus, you watch as Rowan takes his dart,
I attack.
throws right at you.
Alright, I got a low number.
got a low
Got a
number.
low number.
Chances
It's
are
an 8.
no.
Misses. And kind of, and now you're startled. You're like, and you look at Ron. He
I
just
got
has this
nothing.
crazy look in his eye. Just this.
Well, this is where I'm gonna
You
release.
want to go,
the
bro?
Alright. I want to try and cast Dispel
Rope 'em.
Magic
Okay.
at
That's a
Ron.
good one.
Cast that one.
Does it? Is this an area effect or is it just one person?
Choose one creature,
Okay.
object, or magical effect within range.
Give me your last one throw real quick. So it worked just like an attack roll.
You can get me.
So do I get like pluses or anything on it?
Yep. Well, you get your dex modifier because you're.
Would it be proficiency with a
I
rope?
got you all right.
He's a fighter. He knows how to use all tools.
Oh, yeah.
Does know how to use all weapons. Yeah.
I was on a boat, bro. I know how to use rope.
Yep.
I'm on a boat. I got you, son. 25.
Oh, yeah.
So the rope just pulls you as he gets a hold of you, and you're going to cast the spell magic.
Yep.
Okay. And it just
Quit struggling.
Let me out of here.
It's better if you don't resist.
I'm gonna.
as you do
On a-
this, he comes back.
He calms down.
You feel
okay.
yourself, and you look, and you're like,
Can you cast
on a
it again?
Successful check.
You got another one of those?
Somebody give me more of that magic
Doesn't say I
island.
can.
Well, how many uses you got?
How many spell
What
slots?
level is it?
It's a level 3.
Level 3. You got 2.
Yeah.
Can you burn it again for Oriana?
Yep.
do the same thing, and you guys come out of it. It's like you don't even remember. You see these monkeys, you don't even remember laughing. It's like you just have a loss of time.
How do we
You
get
have
here?
a rope around you. You don't even know.
Oh, but now I am
Oh.
actually laughing.
How did we get here? I remember being at Wakanda's house and
Yeah.
having breakfast.
You had a bit of a spill there.
Did he give me more of that mountain herb?
No,
No.
this
No.
was something
Monkeys.
else.
When you kind of see
Monkeys?
the monkeys, they all kind of start to like
What do you have
climb
around?
higher in the trees and kind of disappear almost. As they just right off.
Well, for the time being, we might suggest we all take something and stuff it in our ears so we don't hear that damn laugh.
Oh, it's probably a really good idea.
Yep.
At least
tear
muffle
up
it. Maybe
some
it won't have the same effect.
fabric and cram it in there.
Yep.
So you all kind of
Yep.
all
We
right.
should really press on quicker, a little bit quicker if we can, guys.
So now you guys start
Okay.
moving it. You move about another 2.5, 3 hours. So I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw again. You're soaked with sweat. Legs, even you guys that weren't, you're starting to feel it. You're starting, your legs are starting to cramp and the heat. And
Oh, I'm not
the
gonna
light
make this
rain.
11.
15.
11 too.
13.
15.
You have one?
15.
Okay. Level 1, exhaustion for you. Level 2 for those who are already there, and you stay just at level 1.
Cool.
So you're at
Does it
level
have
2.
exhaustion?
He'll
Just
explain
right-
how
just-
that is.
yeah.
Yeah, you're feeling really beat.
I just wrote it down on the side somewhere.
You're feeling real beat. Rain starts to pour harder as times that you're walking through this dirt now. Your feet, it's getting muddy as you're just kind of trying to drag your feet through this as this rain is just pouring down. It
we there
cools
yet?
you. It cools you, but not completely. You guys push through to where ahead of you can see a clearing. And it almost appears that the trees are more on a border around this. It's like tall grass. This grass stands a good 6 feet tall.
Somebody call a lift.
An opening. You guys push through into this opening and kind of all stand there for a moment because the sun peeks through here and there. At the time you see a rainbow goes across from the mixture of this sun and this rain that's coming down. You notice light breeze that's moving this grass coming towards your backs, so it's heading from the north, kind of pushing the grass back.
It does appear to be the wind doing this, not something
Give me a
moving
perception.
through the grass. Don't be trying to come up on me, cub, with them dinosaurs.
Fucking dinosaur.
That looks alright. 21.
21. You're kind of watching, and you look to your, because there's a path that moves between this high grass. You look to your right, and you stop for a moment because you see this northern wind that's pushing it this way, hitting your backs. You see as the grass moves against it. It stops.
Are we in the grass yet? Or are
Nope.
we just at the
And then you
edge?
kind of look over that way, and then you start noticing grass now kind of pushing this way.
It's like there's something in the grass.
And you look on the other side, and it starts doing the same thing. Movement that's moving against it, as if something. You notice the movement isn't a large. It's not moving large patches of this grass. Almost something that might be considered a human size.
But coming in
moving.
a couple of directions.
You see him come different. Now, when you really start looking, it's like you can see movement. Just a massive amount of movement happening in this tall grass.
Would I recognize it as a hunting pattern from animals?
You definitely feel like it's hunting. Not animals. The movement isn't like animals. It's more of a like something walking on 2 feet. Movement through a field.
How tall is the grass?
At points, it's 6 foot. Taller in certain
So
areas.
we're like at the clearing in the jungle, right? Kind of coming out.
Looking
into
at this
the-
open, high grass
So we're
field.
still in the thick.
You got the torch, right?
Is there a way around it?
It looks like it's bordered by the jungle. This is just like an open
Burn the grass
area
down.
of it.
before.
Oh, you did?
In the distance, can we see the water at all? Like, just on the edge?
Didn't count for the
Are we
wind.
coming up close?
Call. How far away?
This field looks like it goes on. It's a pretty large open area. But there's trees, and they become more sporadic. The farther you're looking down, it's just like an open grass field. This tall grass that goes all the way as far as you can
How
see.
far do we have till we get to
Port.
About 2 hours.
about 2 hours?
How long does your owl last?
8.
8?
We could have taken it this morning,
I know.
How about this? Before even using the owl,
but I can't use it
what
for 2
about
days.
what about Headwing? Just to even see if it can
Just
see what's above.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just to let us know.
All right.
Some
That's
research.
all. Yeah,
Finally, the
let's all,
money
That's
comes
all
into place.
let's all sit
So
down.
you
We'll
watch as
take a
Leah
guard
takes
post
this,
around her.
and the
Yes.
minute her eyes looks to it, it's like she freezes.
Yeah.
Just you can see her breathing, but she
How about we like circle her? So she
Headwing
Yeah.
goes up. And as it peers down into the
backs in
field,
towards her. Looking
Yep.
down, yeah.
you see from its vantage point appears to be the tops of human heads. But what it does notice is parts of like hair
Uh-oh.
pulled in different directions out. You can see, blood. You can see they move very shambling type of move. And as he goes higher and higher, you see
Burn it to the ground.
a field
Starting
full
gun
of
is not a
light.
bad idea.
As it's backing off, there's
Field full of
a lot of these things
Oh boy.
in the grass. You're seeing, as his vantage point, he's seeing the tops of trails just moving across in all different ways. Like this whole area is just infested.
Or what
He
about-
also notices they have a very yellowish tint to their skin. They have this yellow color.
Can we see the other side of the grass, like where we're? Is there another entrance into the jungle, or does it just kind of go on for quite a while?
This is a large field. It goes on for quite a while. From it,
That might be
From Headwing's
disadvantageous
vantage.
if we try. I mean, we won't be able to cross it if it's all burning.
If it's burning.
If it's burning, I mean, it could be a quick
It
burn.
could burn out.
I don't know.
What
All
about
right.
like a bait?
so that's
not- I'm
So we're about
opposed.
2 hours though, right? From
and you get the feeling after standing really, a lot of your end of your trip, a good portion of it is going to be this field area.
Okay.
You do get that vantage point. Yep.
Okay.
That
Now we've
is-
got the information. What do we do?
What do we have? Do we have any like bait that they would be attracted to? That lead them off in
Things
another
we can
direction.
use as bait. Well,
I could go back and hunt a monkey, but
bait for zombies.
When you guys, after you figure out what's happening, you get what that guard was saying
Yeah.
as you open the gate. for
Yeah.
You guys.
I have flaming sphere that I can cast a couple of times and light the shit on fire. But
I've got another idea.
okay.
I
I also
could-
have sleep stone. We know how well that works.
They're also slow. I just don't know how
Um,
many more there could be in the 6 foot tall
That's true.
grass.
I could literally
Probably a lot.
cast the harp, and we'd all be floating though, huh? Not just us.
They would float too.
They would float too.
You'll
Y'all
float too.
We would all
But that
float.
does beg.
Yeah.
Does a zombie know how to float?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Would it-
Would a zombie
orient-
float too, or would we just
orient-
float over them?
No, that's just too
What's
big.
the area?
Probably doesn't say.
I think it's the.
Well, it probably have to refer to the spell. What is it casting?
You can walk on grass.
It's her heart.
Fly, invisibility, yeah, it's the
So-
harp.
Be
You use an
casting-
instrument to cast a spell that causes targets to become charmed. Failed save. The targets have disadvantage.
I think
on
float
saving
is
throw.
stealth. I don't know necessarily if it's for a group of everybody.
It's fly. We could fly. Fly, invisibility, levitate,
Oh, what about invisibility?
protection from evil and good, control weather, cure wounds, and
do
wall
that.
of thorns.
Protection
Protection
from evil.
from evil.
Protection from evil.
And good, but we don't need it from good. But we'll take it
Yeah,
from
You
evil.
can take it.
How does
from
that work?
One or the other.
Anybody have that?
I got it.
I have invisibility.
I got it.
Use an action to play the instrument and cast one of the spells. Once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it cannot be used to cast that spell again until the next dawn.
All right.
Protection
yes, basically.
from
Willing
evil and
creature. Total spend one willing creature though. Does your harp amplify that? Does it do anything like that?
I didn't say it does.
aberration, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undeads. Undead, it's protected against.
So it would work.
So it would work.
Would it get against all of them, or just a couple at a time, or one?
Or
at
would
a
it protect all of us against them?
What's the area?
It doesn't.
It doesn't say
It doesn't
on her
say.
heart.
It's basically no. The harp allows her to cast these things.
Right.
But there's a lot of other things in there that I can't read right this second. But
Here.
Yeah, it's. I believe it's more.
Just like an area.
You
thing.
do it on yourself or to another
Somebody
living
would
creature.
legit have to carry me though, so I can play it.
Well, I can do that.
Can't walk and play.
How
Okay.
about
Oh well, I guess I could. I was thinking we were flying,
this?
but
How about
no.
this?
Barter
I'd have to
you.
look that up too. How wide does Wall of Thorns work for? We just
Wall
make
of
a wall
Thorns?
and be on that side of the wall, and then at least have something to protect us from that side, and then.
Try to make.
Yeah,
a way
but
through.
they're all over the place. So
I'm
there
just
really
saying
is
we would
no...
at least have a wall against our backs, and then take them off. They won't be able to ambush us from all sides, or at least just take one better odds.
Oh, if there's any that are already behind us, you mean?
Hey,
Depending on which way we want to
Something
trap
tells
that
me if they
wall.
were already behind us,
Sometimes
they're...
Are there a
it'll
lot of
say
them
how you
within
can
20
shape the
feet of
wall
each
in
other?
different ways.
Should we
though.
just send
So
the
you might be able to,
Overhulk?
like,
There's. Hedwig's a lot.
I mean, I can.
This
try
is
to
an infested
fireball
area.
And get rid of a few of them.
So if I do
if I
play,
roll right,
does it? It does
yeah.
protect us from evil, though, right?
Yeah, it'll protect us from the undead, but it'll protect you.
You-
'cause you're
Oh,
a player.
it's
only
only
me.
one.
Right.
Only you.
Okay, yeah.
Only you. You can go real quick to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Even invisibility too. But why is it when I cast levitate, everybody was floating?
Because
And I was playing.
everybody in
It has
the
a little
area.
flavor.
I don't do.
Huh?
Because it was a flavor.
Oh,
I mean, I'll let you do it.
okay.
I'll let you do it.
Hold on.
Okay, so I can also control weather.
Yeah,
Do we
but
know anything
zombies
about
really
these
don't care
creatures?
about
They don't
weather.
care about weather.
They don't care about weather.
No.
The weather, that would right now it's a light rain that's coming down.
Are there any trees within this field of grass?
Yeah, you
Anything
can
larger
see,
than the 6-foot grass?
It's like one we can climb and kind of get a view.
Yeah, you can see probably about 75 feet away from you. There's a group of trees.
But there is taller stuff.
But to get to the trees,
Well,
is
here
through the field.
I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. My plan was going to be I was going to use my whatever you call it, the cloak of the bat, climb a tree that we're already at the edge, jump off, fly to the next one in the middle, and kind of take like a sniper position, and then kind of watch you guys as
You're
you
running out of
cross.
ammo, dude. There's like thousands of them.
Yeah.
Well, if there's thousands, then we might as well just hop on this owl and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I think that might be our best bet.
We've kind of run dry on
Is
Yeah.
other
flying.
options that are
And
going
we
to work.
wasted.
because going
We should
to
have,
we're
like, a time
gonna
limit.
be.
No, we should
We're
not.
meat.
Shush with that business. We should have a time limit.
But
Trying to give him more
Sometimes they come
power.
into play, but not right
Chess
now.
timer.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta make a decision.
Stop trying to give the DM more power.
Well, I was
All
going to say, where's the
I was gonna-
hourglass?
he's
We've done
already
that
got-
before.
I know you're giving him more
Like that
ideas though.
I think, yeah,
Just
the
cast
safest
the
way
owl.
is going to be to fly
Yeah.
I
right
just
Owl.
over.
want to see something happen.
All right.
How many are there?
So in other words, we should have just taken the boat all the way around.
I suggested that, but yeah,
But then we wouldn't have had the flavor of seeing the zombies ever.
I know.
Oh yeah, it was super awesome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
You'll have to.
Just so you know, this is kind of a visual where you
Okay.
guys are at, though.
Okay.
Rocks that are sitting there,
You'll
grass
have to
field.
ferry us over a couple at a time. I'm assuming.
No, they can pick us up. Remember, we already took the owl before.
Well,
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't
that's
really
right.
have to.
I was
I don't know.
tiny.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't have
tiny.
to, though.
Anyway.
You're tiny anyway, so you don't really.
So it's got to carry
okay.
4 of us?
It's got to carry 4 of us. We've already discussed the logistics of it, and we've already figured out that it can carry all of us. Yeah.
We all just sit across the
Oh,
yeah.
its back. And...
3 of us in the back and 1 of us in the talons.
And we're all-
that's right.
I'll
yeah.
squirrel. It's fine.
And we're all
Okay.
tired.
Well, that's right. You were like
Yeah.
a squirrel.
I'll squirrel.
Okay.
Squirrel.
I want to be in the talon position just to have the look down.
The talon. I'm sitting on the talon.
Oh, yeah, the claws.
I want him to hold me.
The
Carry me that
claws.
way,
So you've
so I
got
can like
claws.
Superman
Gunner
down. Yeah,
position.
I'm just checking
So
it
you
out.
can be like, the claw. The claw.
Okay, so is that what you're gonna do?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
He's like a
So you create this owl, this huge owl. You all get on this owl. Hoot. Now, I'll remind you, it's raining pretty good. So
Now it's raining real good.
it's been raining.
It's been raining.
Yeah, it's raining.
I know.
It comes and
It's a
goes in
terrible-
flavor, but
Hot,
we're
wet
flying up. Yeah, the wind, more you go, rain, getting hit with these rain pelts. You feeling too good? You're flying, and as you look down, you can see this field, these things moving through it in all different directions, just aimlessly.
Curl up inside your
Really?
cloak just so I'm
Yeah.
out of the weather.
You're the one controlling this, Al, so I need, as you get these wind gusts and this rain hitting you, I need a dexterity check from you, and that is at disadvantage because of your exhaustion.
Can you give inspiration on that?
Yeah.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah,
roll
because I'm
two
actually.
20s.
220s, you have to take the lower one.
You are.
And then he's gonna give you inspiration.
It may,
So
it may
then
be
I
for
get a
not,
what?
but you know, another
With the
soft,
inspiration.
8.
Wait for this one.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just get 2
couple of
20s.
20s, yeah.
Oh yeah, 220s, no
See?
problem, right?
No
That's super
problem.
Good stuff.
15,
Well, no, it's
And
a lower
it's
one.
the lower of
Which
the
is
two.
a 9,
9,
6.
6.
Well, I can't even tell.
I forget how it goes.
The
Dot on
line
top?
underneath. Underneath.
These ones have
It
dots.
says dots.
On the bottom. Oh, dots on the bottom.
Dots on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 6.
So it's a 6.
Plus what?
I don't
I don't know, 1. So 7.
Ooh,
Do you have any
plus-
modifier to add?
Yeah, you
Your
do under
dexterity modifier.
Oh, yeah.
11.
So
11.
11.
Okay,
That ain't 1.
so
No.
it's this wind. And you're trying to control this
Thank you
thing.
for that.
The extra 1.
You're little, right?
I'm in her cloak.
And you are
What?
flying next to them.
Yeah,
You're,
I'm fine.
you're kind of keeping a pace.
Yeah.
Okay, then that means I need dexterity saving throws from the 3 of you, which will also be at disadvantage.
Again for me?
Because you just couldn't handle that out right yet. And you're at level 1 exhaustion too, so it's going to be.
Hey, well,
At disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
at least they weren't too far apart.
Natural 1.
Dexterity saving
What?
throw, right?
What?
Hey, a 3 and a natural 1.
Also, it's a
Oh,
natural
The 1 is the lower.
Please don't do that to
And I
me.
don't get to add anything, right?
No.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Not when you. Yeah.
Was it dex?
And you said you wanted
Saving
a
throw.
dexterity
Yeah,
saving throw, so
still,
I actually am proficient, so I get to
9.
use it, right?
9? Okay.
So I don't need to use both 20s, do I?
You still
You
have
still have to.
disadvantage, but you get to add that extra dice with it.
2, 4, 8.
Oh God.
I got another 15 and a 2 this time.
We're
I'm ready to
falling.
fall out and fly.
The owl keeps moving
We do not.
while you all 3 drop.
Oh,
So it's you watch as it's flying. Does that work? Do you have command over this owl, or is it just aimlessly going to be on its way for 8 hours?
You squirreled into who?
And you're in her.
I'm in
With
her.
her?
With
With
her.
her?
Yeah, so you're falling to you.
Yeah.
And Oriana, you kind
I'm
of
at
watch
least
as
protected.
this owl they
Something
just
I can do
whoa,
out there.
and they're just falling.
Huh?
Send Oriana
I was just saying,
after
I
to
can't-
turn around.
I'm not doing anything.
Now, mind you, you're only
You
about
can't talk to him.
40 or so feet in the air, 45 is keeping it because of the rain.
Hurt.
Couldn't.
Fly in front of it. Say
Okay,
stop.
okay.
I can
Yes.
try.
Mm-hmm.
The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your language and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, the creature defends itself but takes no other action.
Well, let me say it this way: you can call it back to you, but meanwhile you're falling.
All right.
Come back! Come back!
So you guys fall.
I'm gonna, enact the cloak of the bat to start
Okay.
kind of like flying.
We'll give you a soft type of
Yeah,
thing.
a glide.
Yeah, glide. Okay, but you two, and actually you're kind of bundled up in there too.
I'm in her
so,
cloak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Just you get for getting arrested. We should have done this last week.
The one-eyed fall. Jeez.
The three of you take 14 points of damage.
Me too?
You're going to take half.
Oh.
Because you're in there, so you'll take 7.
I don't actually glide. I actually fly with it.
Oh.
You kind of feel your body smush a little bit as
Oh,
it covers a little bit.
No, I'm.
So you can actually fly with it.
Yeah, I can just land no problem.
Me.
Oh, then you're fine.
Well, you kind of fly around,
And when you land,
and you watch as 3 of your comrades
You only took 7
fall right in the middle of
points.
this field.
I only have one.
It's only 40 feet.
You fall, and you're like,
That puts me at 20.
Hey, grabbing the edges of my cloak is just instinct at that point. If I'm falling,
you guys kind of want to keep real quiet. You get this deed. You want to call for your owl, but you also know you're laying in the middle of this field. As you're laying there, you kind of look in front of you, and you can see this back of this thing. There's a shambling pushing itself.
How far do we make it?
Rowan, you're about 10 feet from her. You could kind of see where the grass is pushed down, but you got high grass. You can make her out barely. And you kind of look, and you can see one shambling.
Are we like right?
Right, I mean, like, you look at your head and the grass, there he is separating just aimlessly. Right there.
Trying to
Doesn't
be-
seem to know you're there yet, but you guys, yeah. So,
Alright, so but when I was
technically, and you're
falling, I
prone.
called the owl. That didn't count.
Not when you're falling, no.
So I was able to speak.
You're about this far apart. Are you still in little form?
I'm not when I, no.
Okay, so basically when she hit boom, you went into
Just
full
no.
thing and sprung out of her, and you're about right here.
Well, maybe I can
She hit the.
fly to the owl, and I can't talk to it, but maybe I can be like,
Yeah.
follow
Yeah, you
me.
can.
Kinda
Yeah, you can.
or
It's
Yeah,
something.
friendly
you can. It's friendly
Yeah.
to us. It's friendly to
Oh,
us and our
okay.
and my to me and my companions.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you can actually go and get
So
the
you
owl.
fly
I'll
towards this
just
owl. You
go
see this owl's
be
kind of
like,
just doing its thing, flying.
What's up?
And okay, he kind of soars, follows you.
And I'll be, like,
You're
pointing
still.
down to the thing. Yeah.
Are you still keeping yourself flying?
yes, for now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
keep
to
flying.
use
What's
its talents to pick up the zombies and drop them somewhere else.
That's
Until I see like one of them, starting to get
That
too
one's his
close,
back.
and then I'll
Was
make
to you?
them-
Just have them drop the
This
zombies
one is pushing
over the
through the
rocks.
grass right there.
In
That's what you guys can see. You feel movement somewhere in this area too. So you know
in
one's right.
sheer and utter panic, I'm going to switch forms again, and for the last time until we short rest, into a giant constrictor snake. Oh no! Nope. I'm not doing that yet. Never mind.
Holding my tongue.
Nope.
Take it back.
Let me put that back in. Never mind.
Alright.
I'm just gonna lay there for a minute.
The one that's pushing right by Rowan, you see it go. And it has like this yellow tint of skin, but this thick yellow goop. It kind of drops from its mouth, and it looks right down towards you.
Can I grab my sword and just try to
You
stab
sure
it?
can, but I'm going to ask initiative.
Alright,
Okay.
let's go. Let's rock and roll. Stab it.
Oh,
You see as this one now is hovering over Rowan.
Now I'm gonna get a good roll. Watch.
I know. When it counts.
No, that fell back in direction.
No, I didn't.
9.
Okay, well, 20 and 25?
20.
9.
Sorry.
9.
I didn't even get that much.
15 to 20? 10 to 15.
Lousy.
10.
What'd you get?
10 as well.
Okay, well, you guys can decide how you
Now you go first.
work that.
9.
You're
9?
You're
9.
Okay. I actually get 10 also, but I'll go last.
Get the owl to grab the zombies with the
And I'm assuming.
7, yeah.
drop them on the rocks.
Okay,
Yeah, those.
All right.
so this is what you guys see coming around.
I get to go first.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Oh,
Your least
Oh,
favorite
no.
spell. I'm going to conjure 8 giant poisonous snakes
oh.
because I
Okay.
can do that.
So sway.
Okay.
In a circle around me and my comrades to protect us.
Okay.
Is that also going to like circle them in?
Well,
Yeah, this one's going to be in probably.
Yeah, that's all right. There we go. Get a couple on the other side of you. There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm by the owl.
That is.
And you said you're
That
here,
is.
right?
I still only have one attack.
He's
I still only have
Batman.
one attack.
Oh wait, that's copyrighted. He's
Here, how
Batman.
high do you want to be?
He's that individual.
That dude.
You can put
Why
the.
don't you just give me
That
like
boy.
something like that skinnier?
Well, because you can put the owl up there too.
Okay.
You know, you guys are all about
All right.
that area.
Yeah, he can be higher.
And then
Non.
bonus action.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna change to a giant constrictor snake.
Okay.
So I got 2 different kinds of snakes to control.
So you were right.
Wow, lots of snakes.
Right there.
I'm down. Thank you.
Lots of snakes.
Yeah, lots and lots of snakes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, this is leaving me.
All
out.
right,
Sounds
that's
like
all
Yeah,
I
you
can
guys all
do.
kind of flying up there.
That's all I can do.
So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
This is snakes in the field, not
Yeah.
snakes on a plane.
What do you want to do?
Oh my god.
He hates this spell.
I will
Gotta keep him on his toes.
Fight mobs with mobs.
tell the
Yeah.
Yeah.
owl to pick a couple of them up and drop them over here.
On top of that
Pick
rock.
them up and fly really high.
Fly really high and drop them. Yeah.
Okay.
One-way trip.
That's
Why
my
can't
action.
you? Oh yeah, because he's not stopped. You can only pick really one of us up at a time.
There's 2 talons.
Two at a time. All right, and there's 3 of
Let's
us.
get rid of some enemies first.
Okay, so
Yeah, he takes
Pick
out.
up 2 zombies.
you're
and
basically
drop them.
controlling the owl at this moment. So who do you want him to pick
which
up?
two do you want?
Oh.
You don't see Kari anymore. You see a huge snake.
Now I will say this, and I'm not trying
So
to like,
basically,
make our
just
turn
have
less
2.
cool, but the way he would
I
fly
am
in, he'd only be
considered
able to
a
get
huge
one.
beast.
Yeah.
He'd swoop down, grab one, fly up, and drop his ass.
Yeah.
I see the one
I
at
would
the back,
say
actually.
either me or Rowan
From this
first,
angle.
but I was like,
I see
was
this
thinking I
guy
could
right here.
get up on this rock, and then I got some vantage with. my
Wait. So
bow and
you
arrow.
want the owl to pick up them, or you want to pick up a
I was
zombie and
trying
jump?
Well,
to
now
get
we're
rid of-
debating it, I
Well,
think.
I was trying to get rid of, some of the zombies, but I mean, we.
Well,
we can,
that's the other
we can
option
do
is to get
that.
them into a better position.
Yeah, I'd
Or-
rather
Kill a zombie.
You can pick a.
Go with your first one.
go with your first thing.
Yeah,
Go
okay,
with whatever you
do
want
that.
to do.
What?
We'll just pick up that one.
That guy. Far out.
Him?
That's facing them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. She has, I think, 60 flying speed. Okay. So she can get about this high. You want just to drop it? She drops them.
Mhm, on the rocks.
Okay. You had to get it real. Okay, so you watch as this zombie hits, and when he hits the ground, he just
Yeah.
and it's like this yellow
That crunch.
You should
thick
Wet crunch.
bones
blood
turn to mush.
ooze. He just breaks into pieces as he just hits there. So one's down.
Jello's on.
That'd be the owl's thing. So the owl goes back up there.
Uh-huh.
All right. So what do you want to?
I thought that was mine.
Well, you were telling someone else to do something. You didn't do anything.
Okay. Well then,
Oh,
they can see, right? Yeah.
Who can see?
The
Zombies?
zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can
Well,
see.
from what you don't know, you haven't been that close to it.
I see what you're about to try to do. Well, go for more damage.
my snakes.
Yeah.
I
If
you got that in your belt.
last.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 for that.
Don't worry about disorienting them. We're going to get that all done.
Kill ball. Where's the kill ball?
Kill them all.
And Rufus, from your vantage point, you can see others on this side that are starting to make their way.
I'm like the
Then
edges.
I'll do.
Yep.
I'm like far away as possible.
Alright. Scooch them back, scooch them back.
That's what you. And Rufus, you also see more
We're going still there too.
coming.
A flying crew.
I'll fly down a little bit lower then.
Okay.
And do
Swirly, 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 swirly. Very fine.
witch
very
bolt
fine.
over here on that one that's coming in.
Okay. So give me a attack roll.
Swirly, swirly, swirly.
Very fine, very fine.
It's 2d12, so.
Is she Twitter paid?
Twitter paid.
Roll that you never rolled before.
21. Hey.
That's good.
That's a
21, yeah,
roll.
that hits.
Thank God.
Give me
12. It's 2d12.
damage. Ooh, 2d12. That's a nice one.
So I got 10
That's good.
and 9, 19 plus 5, 24.
24. So you can hand me that one back. He just splatters into this
Bye bye.
down.
Poof.
Bye bye.
Okay, so it is now. Ron, what do you want to do? Right now you're prone. So you're on your back. So it's caused to stand up. Unless you want to attack from the ground.
I want to take from the ground, and I'm going to take my sword out and swipe for the legs.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. It is at disadvantage, unfortunately, because of the exhaustion. So.
Let's see what I got. Not bad. That's 7 plus what? It's attack what? So initiative?
No.
No, your
No,
attack
your,
modifier. Well, yeah, sword.
same thing.
Strength modifier, sorry.
Oh, so 10.
10?
Yeah.
10 hits. So give me damage.
It's a sword, so it's 2d8. $12.
12. Okay. So you actually take, when you cut through it, you actually take both of its legs from the knees down off
Nice.
as it kind of.
It just sinks.
And as you do it, this yellow shit from it splatters on you.
Uh-oh.
So you got this yellow
Poison.
stuff on you, and immediately you feel a tingle, like you're trying to get it off.
Wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off, wipe it off.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Put some dirt on it. Stop being a pansy.
Hold on. Inspiration. I was looking for the word in my head. And you were rolling
thing.
too quickly.
Just looking for the word.
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to get some off, but you do take 2 points of damage just from the burning through your flesh. So this subtract 2 off your hit points.
Can I use one of my healer's kits?
If you want to heal yourself now, you're hurting on health.
I guess not that bad.
You can also take a health potion if you wanted to.
Or I'll take a health potion. So
Okay.
Got 2. I have 4 health potions. And
No, what you got?
2d4 plus 2.
Yep, 2d4 plus 2.
I have health kits.
You're not that bad.
2 pyramids.
I just want to do it because I never use it. So they 4, 5, 6.
6.
No, so add 6 back onto your health. Cool. Okay, so it is their turn. Are you going to stay laying down or do you want to stand up?
I'm going to stay laying down.
Okay. So this one's injured here. Its legs are like, yeah, it's looking at you. So in fact, it's going to. You're laying there and it kind of just crawls to you. Now it has a leg. Gets there and attempts to bite you.
You
Whoa.
can't have none of
No.
this.
That's my man.
Oh man. Should take a bit. I'm sorry. So natural. Yeah. So it bites onto you.
No.
Right into your arm, and you feel it just sinking as it just starts to pull flesh through the flesh. You're going to take 17 points of damage.
Oh.
It's a good thing you got that 6 back.
Yeah, good thing I used some of that money.
And I do need a Constitution saving throw from you.
That thing.
Inspiration.
It's catching.
That
Crap.
That thing.
12. Constitution 14.
14. Okay. As it bites onto you, you immediately get this really not feeling well. You feel like you have poison or something is going through your body. You actually watch as this yellow fluid, when it bites, it almost like is part of its mouth. It actually just seeps into you. You just feel sick.
Uh-oh.
You feel sick. It's going to put you at level 3 exhaustion too.
Oh, dear heavens.
I don't
We
know what
need
that
to
means.
rest.
What that means?
Things is getting crazy now. You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die.
You're delirious.
Yeah, you're basically, if you stand up, that's as far as you can move. All your movement has been cut in half. You can only move 15 feet now. Okay, basically, okay.
This is not a laughing matter.
I can't move by them without getting attacked by
Should have
both.
dropped
Can I?
that one on the ground.
Nope.
The other one.
No, you
Alright.
can't.
All right, well, it's gonna
They,
go.
they have
It's
10
gonna go
foot
for it.
reach, too.
Okay, so you
I'm gonna go for it.
All right.
Give me two
And then you
opportunity
get
Two
attacks.
attacks?
Yep.
Alright.
The rest of these guys are just gonna move in more. Mm-hmm.
So we've got a 9 and a 16.
They both hit.
Okay.
Low barrier to entry.
We've got 5 points of damage and 1, 2, 4, 7 points of damage.
So 12 total?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. As these things bite onto him and bite through his flesh and swallow this yellow stuff, I need throws from them.
Well, and he needs to make a roll too.
Okay.
It's only a DC 11
Okay.
on Constitution save.
Another one. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
And now you get
Now, what am I? What are
I
my
need
snakes
Constitution
making?
saving throws from both of those little snakes there. To
Constitution +1. The blue one for the blue one, the yellow one for the yellow one.
Sounds good.
We've got that's good. 17 on the blue one, and 5 on the yellow one.
Nope.
Okay. The one that got to 5.
Only has 11 hit points.
Takes 7.
All right.
And you kind of watch as this, because these are real creatures, correct? These aren't summoned. These are real things. that you're summoning.
They're considered fey, but
Okay.
yeah.
You watch as the one
Uh-huh.
skin starts to get this weird yellowish tint to it.
Oh dear.
Okay. So this one's gonna push through now that it can,
Oh no.
Okay.
and this one actually just like crawls over top of you as this rotted flesh just kind of drips off, hair, stringy, patchy. Gonna go bite, give you a nice bite there.
Me?
Yeah.
He goes,
Yes!
No, it's not
No.
that fuck.
I rolled 3 of them. Okay. So it bites into you.
I didn't even get a chance to like defend myself first.
You ain't
Yeah.
gonna die unless you do.
Unless you
You
do
take-
like,
You take 20
That's where we're
points. You
going.
take 20 points of damage,
Not half.
Okay, right?
and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Let's dole out the inspiration again.
You
Yes.
got one for me.
I got it.
Oh, yeah. we have to say.
Are you giving her one?
Yeah.
All right.
3. $13. Holy shit. All right.
And you got
Getting
a
real.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
With the, you guys gave her one, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the inspiration.
The inspiration.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
Your
it's
God, at disadvantage.
it's at disadvantage.
You stop with this disadvantage, malarkey.
We have
Well, resting you got.
Oh no.
They're not both good?
No, one's a 20.
One's a
and
20, one's a
1.
No, that's
No.
an 11. It's an 11
Oh
and a
yes.
3. So 11, 14, 14, 15, 16.
So you just pulled that one out. It bites into you, but it just doesn't. You feel it hurt, but you're not feeling other effects. You don't feel nauseous. Nothing
Oh,
like
thank
that.
goodness.
But you do notice as you kind of glance over at Rowan.
I did have a 20.
Rowan's getting this weird yellow tinge to his skin as he's laying there. He's not looking completely right. So it is now your turn.
All right. Like
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
You
didn't need it because they're both.
So
at
is this guy
disadvantage.
still none on Rowan or not? What? Because I need him. I do need him.
Disadvantage. Yeah, it's right in front of Rowan. But you notice it's kind of looking at him like almost like
You should
waiting.
get the one in front of you first. Tell the guy that's gonna get you.
He seems to be not wanting to attack Rowan again. He's looking more angry at you. He's trying to pull himself towards you.
This guy.
Yep.
Okay,
going
and
for
then
the
this
legs.
guy's like right above me, right?
He's right there.
Okay,
Standing
so
right
you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and jump up.
Okay.
Stand up.
So I'm gonna stand up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pull out my defender and try to chop off his head because
Okay.
that's really the way to kill a zombie with this.
Give me.
She has a point.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're right.
Yeah, I said you have a point.
Oh, okay. On each of your turns, you can
I'm trying to be artistic and
bonus to your armor
Bring him
class.
down to
and
his
instead
knees.
using the bonus attack.
He did. Took off both his legs. From the knee
Attack
down.
and
Got him
damage
at
roll
face level
to
with you.
+1. You gain plus.
Yeah, you either add 3 to your
Right.
hit, basically, is the way you're probably going to use it.
Okay, yeah. Add 3 to my hit, so
to roll 20.
just
for
a
attack.
20, right? For the
Two
attack.
20s because you're at disadvantage.
Oh, and yeah, she's the lower of the two.
But you do get your proficiency die with it.
Which should be a 6.
6.
6.
6? That's right.
Yep.
Let's use the purple ones because I'm 21. 11,
Plus 3.
You hit.
14.
Give me that. That is.
What's the damage?
You got it.
Damages are what?
I believe it's a
Defenders,
D6
or-
plus your
Where
strength
are we?
plus 3.
Okay.
Because it just works like a regular.
Yeah,
No, it's a
Well,
D8.
no, my it's a
D8.
D8?
I remember it's a D8. Yeah.
Okay.
I went through this before. I thought it was D6. It's actually D8.
What's
A
it?
little bit better.
So you have 3 to that plus your strength modifier.
My strength is 0,
Okay,
so
so
just this.
That plus 3.
So get an 11.
7,
That's 10.
10.
10.
Almost
You don't manage to chop his head off completely, but you do get into his neck a little bit as it kind of rip it out, but you're ready for another attack.
Repeat the process.
Repeat it.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and get his head chopped off.
Okay, give me the roll.
Alright, so do I have to do the
20s,
20s again?
Yeah.
From above.
You're
Mind the spray, Leia.
Yeah.
So 20s and then what did I... Oh, and
You're
then I get to use
6.
6.
Yep.
That's right.
So both failed it. aren't
6?
So 6
Yeah.
is the lower one.
10.
You have
So
to take the
10.
lower one.
That is the lower one.
Uh-huh.
That's an 8.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Okay.
So,
I can't read guys.
6, 7, 8, 9,
I thought the
10.
11 was a
So
1.
10 and then
That
plus...
You're fine. You
okay.
hit. They don't have a lot. They don't not one remember.
Okay, yeah,
Let's just say
okay.
the
So you're fine.
lighting,
So give me
the
damage.
angle.
Isn't so special.
So then just the 8.
Like your
Decapitation.
3, 4, 5, 6.
6. You hit him again. He's looking bad, but not dead yet. As he's just shambling in front of you, but he's just yellow shit just oozing out of him.
Gross head hanging
Rufus.
tight.
Yeah, so it's kind of almost sit to the side because it's just sliced open all the way across, but
Okay.
not completely off yet.
Alright, dang it.
You gonna stay where you're at?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
going to stay where I'm at. There's no point
Okay,
moving
so-
backwards.
Rufus, what do you want to do?
Alright. How many of you guys got in there? You got
Oh, you know what?
4 guys total?
Can I change my mind a little bit? Sorry. Can I just move?
If you move, he's going to attack.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Never mind. You're
Almost
right.
got you.
You're right.
I'm gonna just
Come
got this. So, what I want to do
Mhm.
is
I
I
was
want to
trying to get
take
closer to save him, but you're
like a
right.
diving nose bomb attack towards said guy here that she was with,
Okay.
and I'll have my war pick out as I'm like, oh, actually I can't do that. I'll go in with my feet first.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kick him right.
Okay,
in
so the one that's standing,
hopefully
the head
does
off.
not get.
the one that's
It's
standing,
hanging by a string.
Sorry, what?
and you're at a level of exhaustion too.
Yes, I am.
But here's how it's going to work. You would normally have had advantage on that because its back is to you.
Okay,
So instead, you're just going to be at regular.
regular. Okay.
So 120 plus, yeah, that's 120.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna kick him.
Yeah.
Just gonna kick him.
Take that head off.
I'll take that. Any modifiers or what?
Plus
It's
your,
19.
it'd be your strength.
Strength, so 22.
Oh, you hit him. Give me damage. Now how that's going to work, I believe it's 2d4s.
my
Because it's 2 feet.
To my
Yeah,
face.
you got any fours in there?
Yeah,
Like,
here's
borrow
one.
real quick.
1, 2.
That's all I need.
2, right?
Yep.
And then you'll add your strength modifier to it.
All right, so 8.
Hey, okay. So, Liz, you stand here, just got done hitting the zombies, looking at you, all of a sudden, as he just comes right down on top and just squishes. I mean, he busts apart underneath you.
Oh no, my boots.
Your boots.
Your boots have all this yellow shit on them. You actually watch as your boots kind of
They're ruined.
There's a snake in my
a little
boot.
bit. The same thing with your sword, Leah. You're noticing your sword at the end where you sliced it seems to almost be slightly corroded at the very tip of it.
Oh, I
So I
felt
came
bad.
down, right? Which one
Yep,
was it? That
he's
guy?
gone.
Boom.
So he's gone?
And that's
He's
basically
gone
where
and
I
you're still
land.
there.
Mhm.
Cool.
And you
And I'll count that's one attack.
Yep.
And then I'll get
Shoot
another
the other
attack.
guy.
So,
Shoot the guy that's...
And now you're looking right at this one that's leaning over Rowan and no legs from the knees down. Just
yeah.
and you can
That's the one
see
that's standing up right
Yeah.
there.
you also notice the closer you get to Rowan, he don't look right. His skin just seems to just have this
So
looking
let's
good, man.
huddle in the
Not
circle.
looking good,
snakes.
man. Okay.
You're okay.
What do I need?
They'll protect you.
That. Yeah. All right. Musket it is.
Okay, so you use the musket.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it uses though. Where is it? Oh yeah, definitely a musket. Okay, 9 plus 14.
That hits.
14's a hit.
Yep, give me a damage.
My dice. You have a 12, the weird looking one. That's almost a 20.
This one?
Yep. Plus 5 is 12.
Cool.
Well,
Glad my dice are going to
you blow the head off this one.
Alright.
Done.
bring the circle in.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm staying right there.
Snakes.
Yep.
Do we have? We're not. Nobody's near anybody. They're just gonna stay right where they're at.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and stay in a nice little ring.
Bring this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's my turn.
Yes.
I see this dude
Yep.
coming up.
Pushing through. Yeah, because he's moved up closer. So he's right about there.
I'm gonna make for him.
Okay.
And
So you're going right up to him.
hold on. Well, with you can keep me 5 feet back.
Okay.
Actually, you can keep me 10 feet back, and I can still reach it. But that's okay.
I'll put you
I'm good.
Right there.
All right. I'm gonna bite.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Now,
Yep.
question:
Mm-hmm.
Snake me, still level of exhaustion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But of course.
Doesn't matter. 19.
19. That hits.
Yeah.
Give me a damage.
2d6 plus
He's
4.
laughing at me because I just did it.
Oh,
Mock
very
away
nice.
there.
We
Mock
won't
away.
shut it.
13.
13 points.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But
Now I
it
need a
goes.
Constitution saving throw from you.
Of course you do.
Maybe next time I should start this.
Yeah,
this
that'd be
game.
cool, actually.
Oh, hold on.
I'm traveling French.
Oh,
That'd be
I'll just still be straight right there. Have you got any more of them curved breads?
You take 6 points of damage,
That
Okay.
gets you fool.
okay.
It's a croissant.
and
Oh,
you feel
curved bread. Oh yeah,
That's the
right.
one I want.
Okay.
A croissant.
you feel like you ingested something. As you ingested it, kind of burnt a little bit. Then you just got this really hot.
I'm more
really
of a
not
baguette
right.
girl then.
Yeah. Well,
I guess as a snake, I could say you feel like you're sweating, even though a snake doesn't. But just
Right.
your mind in there. That's where you're at. Do you want
Alright.
to attack again?
Instead of small and
I
crooked.
can't.
Oh, just one attack. Okay.
One attack.
What do you want to do?
I have a question.
Yes.
If the owl were to go and pick up Rowan, being that he has this yellow crap all over him, would the owl be...
Susceptible.
He got the one off. The yellow stuff he has in him is actually in his bloodstream now.
So don't worry about contamination.
I'm already screwed.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
already screwed.
Obviously, somehow this goes. It's
I'm
exchanged
going
through
to
biting and things like that.
spend 2 sorcery points
Okay.
to cast Chromatic Orb as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then as another action, I'm going to tell the owl to go get him.
Okay.
Come get me.
That
Come
area.
get me.
So first thing first, boom. You want Tao to go back where it was?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's actually holding you, Ron. At this point, you feel very weak, and now you're getting chills. You
They're
feel really cold, even
I
though
just got
it's
over
hot.
that.
And now I'm going to do Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
Okay.
So
And that has a radius, correct?
It is.
Or is it single?
90 feet, so I would have to. Well, actually, I'm just gonna get
You say
that
it.
guy that's coming in. Right.
So it's singly with him right there. Okay.
Yeah,
Give me an attack roll.
It's stuck. And somebody next.
That was really
So I'll do
No, he said
fire.
you've got chills.
I'll do
and I
fire
said they're
damage.
multiplying.
And now I'm singing
Losing
it in
control.
my
Oh,
head.
I see. I missed it. I missed you.
Not
I missed what
good.
you said.
9. Oh,
9 plus
shit.
what?
That's
Oh, that's the total.
9 hits.
With-
I've already told you
Oh,
guys
that's it.
that.
Oh, okay.
Nine.
Yeah,
That
they're
just
wimpy.
hits.
Okay.
Just hits.
All right.
All right. So give me damage.
You see.
Yeah. Remember these things
What
don't have any
is this?
armor.
No, they're
Is it
wimpy.
2nd
and
level? So
they have
48.
low conscience.
Hey, kick their ass.
6.
That's the Umber Hulk.
11.
But you guys are still
And
carrying.
12. It's 12.
Why do we take that?
Well.
What's your spell?
I
Oh, I'm sorry,
recommend
17.
I
it.
want to have a
It's
greater
17.
foe than
Yeah, it's
smushy
zombies.
zombies.
Okay.
17.
So not dead, but looks pretty bad.
And it was 17 on
The far guy. The back guy.
far guy.
Yeah, the far guy there.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Swim back.
Run. From your vantage point, and you're shaking, you kind of look across, and you see this field. Like you could see it just the grass pushing the other way. Just it's like the first thing you just want to scream out to them.
They're coming.
Oh, and this is it's as if you're looking at thousands of cockroaches.
It's the horde.
They're coming. A horde is coming. Yes, a huge one.
All right. Now
So from your vantage point, you know
How
that.
to get out of
We
this.
gotta get going.
And that would mean it's Rowan. What you're?
I hold my turn. I can't do much.
No, but what I do need from you is another Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Can he
All
talk
right.
to us at least and tell us?
Yes.
All right.
They're coming. You better wrap this up. Wrap it up, B.
All right.
Wrap that up.
Wrap it up.
The owl can land.
Mhm.
in this-
Inspiration
in
for
this
you there,
circle,
Rowan?
Yeah.
and
Pick
just
us
we
up.
pick us all up, we fly off.
If we get done in time.
Or off the rocks, which is what I was trying to maybe
That's
get over
what- that
there.
was
in
what I
case-
was
So at least
Yeah.
they have to climb like it's
Yeah, I don't know. If we can get up them, hopefully.
Constitution saving throw for me.
Inspiration.
Disadvantage.
But we're protected right now by all the
inspiration.
That's shit.
Yep.
She does.
8.
And there's all those snakes
But that's
around
okay.
which wouldn't.
As far as like weight on the owl,
I don't think it can
You're
carry
right.
all 4
You
of us
can
full
I have
size.
to. As long as they can pick me up and let me start flying, I can fly.
Okay.
And she doesn't
That's
have to ride
good.
with it, so then you can take my place.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
that's right, you have to
24.
fly.
I
Oh,
don't know if
24.
it's-
Oh,
24?
beautiful.
Nice.
You don't feel any better,
I don't think so.
but you don't feel your body giving out right at this moment. You manage to like fight it off. This feeling you're getting. So
Or I can
It's their
swim
turn.
to the back. That'd be easier probably. Come on, you see that?
Whose turn is it?
the creatures.
Creatures.
Oh, of course. It's always their turn.
Dims.
It's
Oh,
always
of
their
course.
It's coming for you.
Did it pass within 10 feet of that yellow snake?
Yeah, take it up to it, Jack.
It's all right.
Take it. That hits.
Yes, it does.
Give me damage.
It's not much, but that's okay. It's 5 points.
Okay, Constitution saving throw from the snake.
Yeah, and Constitution saving throw from
Got
you.
it.
16.
Okay, snake is fine. He's not. He rolled he has a 5 total for Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 3d6 poison damage.
Get him.
Don't
11.
even bother because they're immune.
Oh,
poison,
they're
'cause
immune.
poison.
That's right.
I didn't want you to.
I forgot.
Yep. So,
Oh.
Rufus, you watch as this one steps right behind Leah and attempts to bite her again.
Uh-oh.
And he misses. As you kind of see him there. Oh, no, wait. No, I had an advantage. Hold on. Still misses. All right. This one. I'm going to have to get attacked again. Oh, I can step up to him without getting attacked. I just can't walk by him.
Right.
Okay, but I have to get close enough to Rufus there, so. Attack me again.
Yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue. Oh, no. Fuck. 9. Oh, yeah, 9 and 11. Cool.
C and we.
And,
So give me the damage.
The poison don't matter.
2, 3 plus 8 is 11 total.
He's dead. Because Jennifer had already messed him up. Oriana already got him. So he's gone. So Rufus, you're standing here, just drop behind you, you look. You just gone right there.
And 2 very ugly giant poisonous snakes just
Okay, the last one.
hanging out with you.
This
Don't
one
they all,
walks
like,
up to
carry,
you.
Uh-huh.
An attribute of you, they like when you change things or make things.
We could probably say that, yeah.
This one walks up to you.
Yeah.
Just kind of almost seems to smile as it's looking at you like it knows something you don't quite know yet.
Right, well, yeah.
So,
There's a lot coming.
Leah, you're up.
That's it? That's it?
That's all the time they got.
All
He's
right.
not
They're
gonna
moving
attack?
towards you.
All right.
He almost seems like
He's waiting for,
Runs
Waiting for
friends.
something.
All right. Well, it seems that there's really only 2 left. I'm gonna call the
That we can
bird
see.
okay.
and
Bird.
the owl, I should say, and have the owl land in the middle, and we
Okay.
can all jump on and swoop away.
Okay. All right. So it kind of lands down there. Keeps one of its talons up as it's kind of holding Rowan and the other
Yeah.
one.
I
I'm gonna.
have to shift, don't I can only turn back into me.
Huh?
I can only turn back into me.
Why can't?
Okay.
Why can't?
Oh, you'll be able to be.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
owl's
yeah.
strong. It's huge.
Okay.
I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it.
it's huge.
Well, I mean, a snake would be light.
No, I'm a huge beast.
Oh, okay.
That does not do my size justice.
No, it's
Okay.
big.
All right. So,
So you're gonna switch back?
Yeah, I have to.
You watch as you do.
Yeah.
You guys, the zombie still stays right there. And Kari, you watch as you can see now the grass is starting to push.
Yeah, we gotta
This
go.
wall moving. You're seeing it from all angles. It's this way, wall. You see it still start moving. You also all look right at Kari. You notice that she's getting that same color that Rowan has, this yellowness. At this point, when you look at Rowan's eyes, his pupils are actually starting to get this yellow
Can I
color.
take a healer's
The
kit?
owl's still
Because he's
holding
looking at
you,
you.
No, I need
obviously.
the lesser
All right.
restoration. Yeah.
So you're flying out?
yeah, we're flying out.
Okay.
I'm bamfing
So-
into my bat form with my cloak.
Okay, so you're turning your back. So you can all easily get on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep, and this one's gone too.
Yep.
Okay. So you all get on this out. I need Constitution saving throws from the both of you.
Okay. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Nope. Just you, Rowan, and Kari. I need you. Constitution saving throw.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
So 3, 5.
Fine.
We'll have to
Oh,
revive you.
I just need to be up long enough to lesser restoration.
You guys watch as Rowan just goes limp in this house. So
Okay.
you're passed out. Your health is brought to 0.
Take a nap.
All right. You look at Rowan and know this is probably coming soon for you also, where you're feeling weak.
All right.
You've moved up another level of exhaustion.
Okay.
We'll feel better in the morning.
And that's we'll take a break, guys.
Oh crap. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Your vantage point, though, just so we really understand the seriousness of this. Okay, so we're back. Where we left off, you guys were flying this giant owl. Rowan had. You watch as you see his breathing very shallow. In fact, Rowan, I need a death saving throw from you, but just a 20. No modifiers.
9.
Oh.
On your box, you got to put. It will say death saving throws.
Fail.
Underneath the hit point area, just hit one of them in. One failure.
Was it
Okay.
10 or above?
Yep.
Failure to live.
Can I reach him? Can I lean down
Yes.
and reach him? I'd like to reach out and touch. Sorry.
Did you touch somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And-
Reach out, touch someone.
And
Reach
cast
out.
Lesser Restoration, which will you touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay.
And I'm just from the look of him, I'm going to hope that this is a poisoning of some kind and try. It's the best I can do.
Okay. As you're leaning down to it, you stop for one moment because you realize whatever. As you reach your hand, you can see the yellow kind of in your hand where your
So it's bugging
veins
me
and stuff.
too.
It's also in you. So I don't know
Got
how many uses of that you have.
How far are we from being out?
You've been
of the
flying for about an
forest?
hour. You got about another hour or so.
Okay.
And as you guys look down, still the vantage point is just spooky as you
Right.
just see this field full of these creatures.
I can cast it one more time. Did it help him? Or do I need to cast it on myself first?
I would cast it on yourself first.
I'll do that. I'll reach out, see that, and go, Lesser Restoration on myself first.
Yeah, plus it's not really a revitalizing spell. He's in death saving throws.
Got it. I just want to clean his
In
blood
consciousness,
out. Yeah,
it will work.
in consciousness.
If,
All right.
But he has
Let me
to
get rid of
survive.
mine then first.
Yep.
All right.
You watch as it just kind of leaves you. You
Alright.
feel this. In fact, you exhale. When you exhale this. It's almost like a yellowish smoke that exhales out of you as it leaves your body.
All right.
Okay, what's your idea?
Oh, I probably can't do it until we land for him. Because I have those healing mushrooms.
Okay.
Hey, cool.
And I need a dex check from you because the weather is still raining.
Are we
Hold
still
on.
at...
It's not until your long rest.
I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
Okay. What does that?
It adds D4,
Okay, so you can add a D4 to it.
Okay, so 4...
and I'm gonna give her inspiration.
Mate.
and
Hopefully.
eight.
all
Sorry,
those
load
dice.
The
her
only
up.
way you can mess this up probably is rolling a 1.
Don't say that.
Oh, plus
Bite your
I'm
tongue.
proficient though too.
You're not
So it's-
proficient on driving an owl, no, but you get to use your dexterity plus 4 with it, or plus 5, whatever.
Right?
No.
Nope, just roll that and then add your
Okay,
dexterity
plus
modifier.
4,
Yeah.
Well, because it's black, so that's what I was asking.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is a check. It's not a saving throw.
No, it's
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Oh god.
Well, they're both 4s,
They're
so
both
that's
4s.
consistent.
Cool.
3,
9.
4,
Plus what?
8, 9,
Plus 4.
13? 13.
For a moment, you feel like you're going to do a repeat thing as it all kind of slides. The rain pushes and this gust of wind comes across. But you manage after this all kind of to bring it back. So you're okay. Rowan, I need another death saving throw from you.
Uh-oh.
Roll better.
Roll better.
Can I give him an inspiration?
No, it doesn't.
Not on
throws.
saving throws.
No.
I'm alive. 17.
Okay, so you X one of
One
those.
You're not dying any further.
Right.
You're not dying any further.
Okay, so you continue to fly. You push the other hour with this rain coming down. Ahead of you, you can see as you look downwards this wall, very similar to how you exited the previous port, where you can see from your vantage point, you kind of lowered a little bit, 2 guards that are like almost seem to be in cages, just barred things around them as they watch out into the field. So you're about a couple hundred feet away. You want to start bringing this all down? Or do you want to fly over? It's up to you.
Fly over and land inside the
Yeah.
Come. I wouldn't.
Okay, this is a walled city that we're coming up to, yes?
Yes.
There's bound to be people that
Well,
are going to notice a giant owl flying. If there aren't normally giant owls flying, that might, you know,
They're going to see you.
maybe outside the city.
Yes, outside.
Just outside, on the other side of the wall, we'll land.
Okay, so you guys. You see these two guards that sit LOA, outfitted. Like, holy shit! And they just count this huge owl.
This is just them two.
And it's like they're. What you see now as you're closer, it's shaped this way with bars that they stand behind. You can see behind them doors of how they, in other words, they walk into his post, close this door behind him, and they stand in his caged protection. They kind of look.
I'm gonna throw Rowan over my shoulder. We've got somebody that's been bitten. Is there help for him here?
Bitten by what?
Whatever the fuck's
The
out
dead
there.
await. And they were waiting.
There's got to be somebody.
We have people that can cure certain things. We don't. That could be contagious. We don't allow that.
Is there somebody that I can go in and get then?
I can. As he opens his door thing, closes it back. You're standing there for a good 15 minutes. I need another death saving throw from you.
Please roll high.
Hold tight.
No. It doesn't matter if it's either or.
One failure. One failure.
So,
That's right, it's been one.
Yeah.
you guys now watch as you have Rowan on your shoulder. His body kind of releases.
Oh.
As you can feel like things
Really?
are happening.
No.
I guess I will see you next week.
But what you notice,
Smart ass.
you feel him getting very cold,
Oh god.
too. Waiting.
Can I?
Door opens.
Okay.
The guard
I was going to try to use my healing motion.
pushes this weird-looking dwarf woman. Very, very dry, wrinkled skin, white hair, very dry, frizzy. Wears this tattered. You would imagine it to be like a monastery type of robe, but it's very old and dirty. And as soon as you could smell the odor of her, just wretched. She goes,
Tell me you
so
can.
he's been
Yes, he's been bitten. Can you fix him?
fascinating.
You're not fascinating.
She kind of looks at the guard. You can come out here, but we're not going to let you in town. She kind of walks out and you see a gate pulling. Walks out over you guys. Even though it's the robe she wears is kind of oversized, as the back it just drags on the ground, collecting dirt, and has a little pouch belt she wears. Kind of feels his head. Can't help me yet.
What can we do?
I need a death saving throw from you.
Shit.
Why?
What can we do? Please.
14.
Oh, thank God. What can we do?
This has to take his course.
Yeah, but
If he awakes himself, I can help him. If he passes, I can help him. But I can't help the in-between.
One more.
And you see she kind of takes...
speed it along.
She kind of takes these small candle type things, starts.
placing.
You want to lay him on the ground?
Yeah, I'll flop him
And
down.
he starts placing things around him, lighting these things. Starts talking in a language none of you are familiar with. Your best estimation is a very ancient language. You can give it a try if someone wants to know what she's speaking.
What would it be?
I'd be under intelligence.
Intelligence?
I'll give you history.
I'm an old dude.
Go history.
History?
Yep. You can pick history or religion.
What do I know? Nothing.
History or religion?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try it.
And you watch at one point she stands above him, and her little eyes kind of roll back in her head as you just see the whites of the eyes.
I got nothing.
Yeah, religion or history, you don't know.
I've not heard any tales about
19.
this. That sounds better.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I had 14.
Okay. You. Infernal. Which kind of
Yeah,
makes.
but I speak
Which-
that, so why wouldn't I
Oh.
know what she's saying?
You gotta remind me that. I forget you picked Infernal. You know
Scratch
Infernal
that.
too right off the bat.
Reverse it.
You know Infernal too right
Going
off the bat.
Strike that.
And you know
If you
too.
just said it was
You know
infernal,
too
then
the
I just
history
gotta
of
speak
this
that already.
Infernal language. Kind of has a darker slope to it. It has said a lot of liches. These necromancers are very big into this Infernal speaking. I need a death saving throw from you.
Oh dear God, please pass.
17.
Exit in.
Yeah.
Where are you at? 2 and 2?
No,
No,
three.
you finished
Three.
3.
3 and 3?
3 successes.
Three
Three
successes
successes.
and
Two
2
fails.
failures.
So you watch as his eyes open. Pupils just yellow. You also notice he reaches. Who's standing closest to him?
Me.
He reaches for you, attempting to bite you.
I'm gonna stop him with my hands and cast Lesser Restoration again.
Okay. Cast it.
Yes.
You see the yellow beginning to fade from him. You also get the feeling because he went so far with it, not completely gone.
I can cast it one last time.
She's
and I'm out.
stopped.
Oh.
Old lady.
Allow me.
Please.
She kind of leans down over you.
Oh,
She gets
stinky.
really close to it, and it's like the rot. It's this,
Oh.
and you're trying to bite it, but for some reason, you don't. You feel this,
She's so gross. she
Connection.
don't want us.
She
Oh.
smells
in
so
whatever
bad.
state you're in right now, you feel as if she just looks at you.
So I try to give her a kiss.
She drinks, she takes a little vial.
Now that's what I'm
She
talking
takes a little vial, pours it in her mouth. She rolls her eyes up, her head. She holds it, she grabs a hold of your mouth, spits right into your mouth.
Oh no!
As this liquid just
about.
drains
Like a bird.
into you as you. And she just holds your mouth shut.
It's the bird lady.
And there's a little bit still dripping from her. She chants something again, and you watch as the disease
Gotta eat it all.
leaves your body. But I do need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Last inspiration. Please.
Oh, I was gonna
And
say.
all I
got left.
Oh, I thought I was like, I don't think I can use it. It said saving.
14.
14. And because you kind of were basically dead, you're exhausted, but that exhaustion has left the difficulty of that. Okay. What'd you say you rolled again?
14.
You're okay. You feel like somehow you've been linked with this woman, or whatever she is now. And she kind of looks down and kind of rubs your hair a little bit and says, "Oh, my boy, you owe me a favor now."
Uh-oh. I'm in debt.
As she smiles and you see teeth missing and rotted gums. And that's what'll end tonight's game.
Oh, come on.
Good. That's what'll end tonight's game.
You're like, come
I
on.
wanted to offer the buy the favor.
I was
So
gonna
you guys
ask
are
if
outside the
what the
gates?
favor was.
Yeah.
I was
You're
good.
still laying on your back, and we'll move into the next port next week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Holy hell.
Good game, everybody.
Good game.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I
Okay.
can come back next week.
No dying. You can't afford to die.
I was 50-50.
I tell him that every time he's sick. He's like, I'm dying. I'm like, you can't die. It's not allowed.
No.
Either way, something would have. Either way, there was a path. It was just.
Anyway, that was your path from that.
Pack